You know, my idea with success is like I just wanted peace, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? To feel like I'm at peace with, you know, what I'm doing.
What up, y'all? It's your boy, Always Cooks 24 podcast here, and we have another mic performance that just dropped. If you're still watching, I'm here with my partner. You know who he is?
SME, how's it going, Cook?
Hey, man, we still up in here, man, and I just want to say, first I'll start off, the track that you just dropped, you know what I'm saying, was very dope, very deep. And if you've been following, you know, if you've been following the mic performances, and if you've been following the videos, and if you've been following right before this one, you'll see and know what I'm talking about. So just to start off, man, you know what I'm saying, first off, just let me know how you doing, and secondly, let people know the name of this track and what inspired you to do a track like this.
Okay. Well, man, I've been all right. I've been okay, you know, just taking it all in. Yeah, I feel like, you know, I was gonna do like, yeah, man, I'm feeling good, but I feel like the energy's better like that. So, but I've been doing good, man. Just been enjoying everything. You know, my birthday just passed. You know, yeah, appreciate it, my guy. You know, Libra gang, whatever that means. You know, but yeah, no, the track I just performed, it's called Heaven Sent. It's a single I dropped a little bit ago. It's one of my favorite tracks because I love the beat, like how mellow it is. You know what I mean? And I feel it has like, you know, it's me speaking my truth in a lot of ways on how I view things in life, you know. And I just feel like the way it just all came together was just really cool, really cool. And yeah, man. And what was the other question?
That was both of them. That was both of them. You know what I'm saying? That was
sorry.
both of them just to start it out. You know, since we on the pass the mic, make it a little easy for both of us. You know what I mean?
Good.
So, with this song right here, when people listen to it, you know what I'm saying, and to reiterate. Lots of times when we have a chance to talk, we always talk about the, you know what I'm saying, you consider yourself a rapper or spoken word, poetry, stuff like that. So like when people listen to this song, you know what I'm saying, what do you want them to really get out of it?
Yeah. What I want people to get out of it is, you know, I know, like with my stuff, I'm spitting, you know, my truth and stuff I think about. I just form it differently where you have to unpack it. But at the same time, man, like my ultimate goal and like all these like songs and stuff I put together is like, okay, yeah, I can see, you know, things from the way you delivered it, but like I also saw this piece like that too. Okay. Or I caught something that, shoot, you might not have even realized the basis of what you were saying, you know what I mean? Okay. And so I try to make it have like a lot of like open areas and thing and be like very deep, you know what I mean? Because, you know, when you're traveling down a cavern, you know, you never know what you might find on the way down there, coming back up, you know what I mean? And, you know, to me, that's what that record means, is just because it's something I felt like was really well written and something, you know, that I really liked putting out. You know what I mean? And sometimes you just get those records where it just feels like everything just meshes like how you want it to. Yeah. And this is one of those for me, and that's why it's always going to be special to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, as far as musically, since last time we talked, I would say probably was like maybe a year or two ago. Yeah. So, as far as musically as a whole, where are you at now? You know what I'm saying? And what are some of your goals musically? Yeah. Or poetry form, like what's some of your goals that you still reaching for right now?
Yeah. Just to like try to keep outdoing myself, you know what I mean? Like to keep writing stuff, you know, that I think back to it and just be like, damn, all that really goes together nicely. You know what I mean? Because there's some stuff I write where it's just like, when I'm writing it, I'm like, yeah, this is good. And then I read it back and I look at it, I'm like, dude, this is ass. You know what I mean? So you know, lately I've had one or two of those, but I've had a couple that I like so far, and I'm hoping just to develop it like that. You know what I mean?
Helicopter go by.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we outside. Just so y'all know, we outside.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, man, and that's pretty much the gist of it. Just trying to outdo myself and like put up stuff that I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that I think other people will like too.
Now, as far as life though, like where you at in that perspective, like is everything going good, and is the pieces still getting put together?
Yeah. Well, right now I'm just at a place right now where I feel comfortable, man. You know what I mean? And for me, man, it's always been like, and I feel like it's with a lot of folks, especially dudes. Is, my idea with success is like I just wanted peace, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? To feel like I'm at peace with what I'm doing, decisions I'm making, how I feel in life, and right now I feel that way, so I'm doing pretty good.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And try not to overthink it and put too much pressure, because I think that's usually when people start messing up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And lastly, before we get into the outro, where we let people know where to find your music and stuff like that, you got a show coming up, and probably just in a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So speak on that. Give a shout out to whoever you want to, and let people know where to. The people that see you, let them know what to follow as far as where you do shows at and stuff like that, and just give a couple shout outs if you don't mind.
Okay, cool.
Word up.
Sounds good. Well, I'm performing later at it's gonna be like an open mic kind of thing at Campus 805. It's with Out Loud. They're a group that does like stuff like that, puts on events. But I've done a couple different ones, man. I've done Sound the Hill. They're familiar with them. I love the folks down there for sure. And if there's ever any other ones, I see. I try to get in on that. I'm a hustler, man. I'm trying to trying to spread the word of my stuff. I have a box of like little like albums with like codes and QR codes like that. Just give a donation. You know what I mean?
Oh, you know what? Let me see that.
Yeah.
I got a quick question for you. Also, this one is, I just thought of this was through something you just said. Like when it comes to spoken word and poetry, it seems like now it's being more paid attention to. Mm-hmm. And and if I asked you something like that, I know you'll probably say, well, it's probably been here, just ain't people ain't been paying attention. So speak on that a little bit about how, whether it's popping now or it's been popping, people just not haven't been paying attention to it. But in your words and the way you see it.
Yeah. Well, I think, people, it may have been not popping like around where like our demographic kinda, you know what I mean? But like I'm sure there's spots in England and other places like that where they could be like that, because I've heard a lot of spoken word artists like over there, like Kay Tempest. That's a really good one. Y'all should look her up.
Okay, salute.
Yeah, and and I think it's starting to come around because it's going back to the artistry. Because the one thing about like, a lot of people say I sound like a rapper, but rap is just rhythm and poetry.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I told you earlier why I'm mostly like just a poet. Yeah. but no, the other thing is like but I think it's just coming back to the point where it's just like people are getting back to the artistry of it and the root. You know what I mean? Because it's in the early 90s with rap, it was more like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And one thing I've noticed, man, is like you put energy in the world, everything comes back around at life eventually. You know what I mean? Right. So now it's just kind of coming back to it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But, at the same time, it's just like things do evolve, though, too. You know what I mean? That's why, this may not be a hot topic for a lot of folks, but in a weird way, I think we need to like embrace some of the younger folks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But like try to like, but don't try to be like everyone else. You know what I mean? Like you can make it work. You can coexist, because nothing stays the same forever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
And last but not least, let people know where to find your music at, where to download your stuff at, where to find your website, anything like that. Let people know where to find your stuff at.
Cool. Yeah, matakmusic.bandcamp.com.
You'll see it going across the bottom of the screen.
Oh, beautiful. I love that. Yeah, it's like the upset alert on Sports Center. Like just going across. Yeah. I love it, man. I love it. Breaking news. Matak Music on YouTube. Matak Music on Instagram. I guess Matak Music on Facebook. People still use that, I think. So get on there. Those are different places you can find me, and I appreciate y'all in advance.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, and I appreciate you too, man.
Thank you
for coming through once again. This is Always Cooks 24 podcast. This is another 84/7 mic performance, and we out.
Yeah.
Peace.